Kick off our team coverage with Tara Hastings, who is in Clark County, to give us a look at that damage.
Well, Marcia, we are at the Simon Kenton Inn here. It's a bed and breakfast and restaurant here in Moorfield Township. And behind me, you could see a 100-year-old restored cottage. Take a look. The tree completely fell into the roof, and it looks like it sliced through several spots, so several holes in this roof. And this wasn't the only place that was damaged here in Clark County. As you take a look here, some of last night's line of powerful thunderstorms packed some really strong winds. While no tornadoes were officially reported as of yet, the strong straight line winds took down about 7 power poles on Moorfield Road. Power will be out here for about 36 hours because new poles have to be shipped in. Now, linemen have also been called in from different areas to help. Now, back here at the Simon Kenton Inn, someone was actually staying in this damaged cottage at the time of the storm, but decided to head into the pub for a little while because he started to see things looking pretty bad.
There was a customer actually staying in the cottage, and he decided to walk over to the pub to have a nightcap. And within 5 minutes, 3 trees went through the roof of the cottage, and about 6 trees out in front of the property. Within 5 minutes, it was that quick.
And the owner tells me that she has a wedding here this weekend, and everything is going to be cleaned up and looking great for that special day for that bride and groom. However, the bride and her bridesmaids were supposed to stay at this cottage right behind me, so it looks like they're going to have to find a new place to stay. I'm meteorologist Tara Hastings, 2 News on your side.
In Montgomery County, a Riverside neighborhood is stunned by the amount of damage. Jordan Burgess continues our team coverage with a look at one of the areas hardest hit.
And the scale of destruction here is just hard to imagine, partly because it's almost like something out of a tall tale. A tree with roots bigger than a person that ends up falling on a house and causing a ton of damage here in this Riverside neighborhood. And this tree, just one of many here that was toppled by the storm that seemed to knock down a forest full of them.
I looked up in the sky and I thought, man, it's going to come. It's going to rock and roll.
The word war zone comes to mind when you look down Harlew Drive near Charlwood Avenue. But if that's the case, then it's pretty clear this battle was won by Mother Nature.
With stuff flying around that I didn't think would ever fly around.
When the winds finally died down, people in this Riverside neighborhood came outside to find trees ripped out of the ground by their roots, as if the wind just tossed around the trunks like toothpicks. One 80-footer fell onto the roof of Gertrick's house, taking his 100-foot antenna with it.
And all of a sudden we see part of a tree poking through the ceiling and rain coming through. And
a few houses away, another towering tree took out a pool and a deck built by one woman's late father and already prepared for a summer of splashes.
Buy a new pool, but we can't get the memory and what the deck means to us back.
Paul Popeye Hurst watched from his garage as the winds came whistling down the street, sending a giant tree crashing into his front yard.
And then all of a sudden it just like whoosh, and all this happened in 15 seconds.
Now a symphony of chainsaws has replaced the howl of the winds, and it could be days or even weeks until neighbors fight back the branches now overrunning their yards and their lives.
Big job. I'm not as young as I used to be, but I'll get it done. Hopefully I'm going to get on the phone, call some of my friends, bring your chainsaws over. I'll buy the beverages, and we'll have a log cutting party.
And you can bet that'll be some log cutting party here as they try to chop down trees like this one so they're able to finally get these out of their yards. But again, that could take a little while, although everybody seemed in pretty good spirits, and everyone I talked to also was happy that no one was hurt in all of this. Jordan